Welcome to my channel. My name's Heather C. And today is What's on My Desk Wednesday. Now you can see there's a whole lot going on here. And that's fine. I'm just doing what I can when I can. And it's fun to have different projects going on and not feeling really rushed about any of them because they're all my projects so far. I'm not making anything for anyone. And I'm just doing this for fun for me. Now, let's see. I talked about a mini last time. I think it was on my last What's on My Desk. Now, I have went through and I've filled it up. I have a video that I have not posted yet about this. This mini was made out of onion soup mix box, Lipton. I put the signatures in travel style with with rubber bands from the Dollar Tree. I had bought envelopes a while back, and these little envelopes, and I've put them together to make pages. I've got 4 signatures, and inside almost every envelope is a Project Life card dealing with summer. And what I've decided to do with this journal, I'm going to try to get out every day of the summer, take a picture, print it out with my Canon Ivy, and journal. Or just journal. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, what it's going to be about, random thoughts. I want something to get me out of the house, though, because I tend to be a homebody and just stay inside when I'm not having to work. So I thought something like this would get me out. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I'm being honest with you. I don't know if I'm that dedicated. But that's my plan. And I don't plan very well, but we'll see. Now, most Tuesdays, I put up a Trash Tuesday, and I do something in my trashy journal. This is what's going on here. The last page that I did for you guys. Let's see, you haven't seen that one yet. That's for next Tuesday. I think the last page I did was the Haribo gummy bears with the blue raspberry. This week, yesterday, what was posted was my new trashy that I'm doing. Yes, I've got 2 now. The first one that I just showed you was more of a journal. This is just go at it, play, put things together that's just junk, just trash. No rhyme or reason. It's just, put in here. Now, I have played with it a bit since yesterday's video. So, I've got more things added. Like, I've added a little bit of humor, of more trash, texture. I've added tuck-ins and tabs. Just more papers, tabs. I was going to cut this off. I'm going to do something with this. So this doesn't go in here like that. That's just a reminder. Oh, papers to tuck in. Just all kinds of things I've added. And it's still nowhere near done. There's so much stuff that could be added more to it. More things that could be done. This is just trash. All it is a journal full of trash that I'm just putting together. And so far, it's not been written in. There's no plans for writing in this. I'm just going at it with trash and seeing what I can make. And again, it's just for fun. I do want to show you this. This is my very first journal cover that I made using a bubble envelope. I recycled a bubble envelope from Amazon. and I put a piece of batting in it, and it looks very raggedy right now because I've not cut off my strings, and there's a lot of strings because it was a learning experience for me. I did not realize I had to change my tension on the sewing machine, and so I made quite a few mistakes, but I think I got it. And this was my this was made out of the dress that I got from Goodwill for $1.99. I've got enough to do at least one more journal, if not a third one to do. And then I've got the lining too. I mean, it had quite a bit of material on it. It was a little girl's dress. And this material is hard to work with, though, I have to say, where it's satiny feeling. The pockets turned out kind of wonky. I've got this little extra excess here where it didn't fold right, and I was having a lot of trouble with my sewing machine there. And so I just took it at what it was, and I thought that I would come back and maybe put an applique of something, or a button, some buttons, or do something different here to kind of mask that. I don't know. It's all right. I mean, like I said, this is all for me. This was my first one. It was a try, and see what I need to do before I bring out my fantasy journal. This is the dress again. Remember the dress that I'd bought from the Goodwill for a fantasy journal. This material is thick, and it's just really plush feeling is the only word I can think of. I mean, when you push it, it just feels like it's got a lot of extra thickness to it. And it's got the unicorns on it. I want to do this one right. So I wanted something to play around with before I did anything with that. So I made this one. I may actually make another one out of this again to see how it goes, because it was a learning experience, as I've said. It turned out good, I think. I kept the envelope whole, and it's really not as squishy as I thought it was going to be. I don't know if it was the bubble wrap was smaller in this envelope or what, but overall, I'm pleased. I would like to eventually do something on the front to give it like a focal point. Now, I also have my Just Collage book going. I ended up doing another couple pages in it, and during my spring break, I ended up cutting out quite a few pieces out of some of the catalogs, magazines that I got. So I'm ready to do another one. I think I showed this already. I showed this on video. Now I've done this one as well, right here. And this is just a collage book. I'm calling it the Just Collage Glue Book. I'm learning as I go, and it was fun, and it's just interesting, I guess. It's something interesting to do and to use up my supplies that I'm getting through, like this is packaging through Thrive Market, and I made a journal out of it. And this is like a cereal box or some kind of cracker box. I do have a video doing this. I've just not posted it yet. I hope to post it soon. So I've got 2 videos that I need to edit and put up. The Just Collage and the mini book. Now this brings us to my Just Because book. Alright, you've seen this. This was my first one that I did. Now here I really worked a lot on stitching. I wanted to do a lot of stitching. So I did do a lot of stitching on this page. But when I got to these pages, I eased up on stitching, and then I didn't do a lot of stitching at all on this one. This I stitched around the clover, and then here I stitched the sequins, and I stitched around holding the border, and then I stitched holding the next page. So not a lot of stitching, and I'm kind of like, I love this page, but I also love all the stitching too. And I'm thinking I'm getting away from this, all the stitching. So maybe I need to go back and do something to this. But then before I went back to do something, I went ahead and put the next page on. And again, there's not a whole lot of stitching on this page. There's the stitching that goes, you know, that connects the page. Because see, this is actually a pink piece of material that's a rectangle shape that I'm putting these pictures, stitched pictures on top of. This one I actually added some thick material between to give it a little, you know, squish. And this one has some batting that I got out of something else that I was taking apart to get the material. So I added some ribbon. I had showed Jens earlier about the chain stitch. I feel pretty good about that. And then these with the French knot, I like that. But now I'm wishing that I had done something on the orange, some more kind of stitching. So that brings us to the next page that I've been working on. Is an owl. So I've been adding stitching around the eyes. You can see I did this around the eyes, and then this is all stitching. It's kind of messy because I started out, I made one little and it was too little, so I had to make it, go over it again and make it bigger. I'm having fun matching fabrics though. That's a lot of fun. But I'm thinking, I mean, I'd like to go back and do like a tree limb and then maybe some leaves around. But then again, I've got this busy background and I don't know. I mean, it's fine like that. It is. It's fine like that. I could do something as a border stitch maybe, but that would be, you know, sewing it on. I have to wait until I get whatever's on this side. What would you do? Let me know. What do you think I should do? Should I just leave it as it is, or should I try to add more stuff around it? I really like the way it turned out though, and I'm loving how this feels. It's just, it's a cool little project. So this is my Just Because book. I've still got a lot of projects ready to get started on, but as you see, I've got plenty going. And that's what's happening around here. I'm hoping to have a Messy Monday up for Monday. I've got something lined up that I've been wanting to do. And then I've got a bunch of jelly print papers as well that I need to take care of and do a second print or make something out of. But I'm thinking that this Monday coming, my Monday, Messy Monday, will have something to do with the embossing powders. That's my plan. And then I'll be back in my normal trashy next Tuesday, or this coming Tuesday. And this Thrifty Thursday is kind of big, guys. It's, you know, I was out of town last week and I was on break as well. So, I kind of went shopping a bit more than usual. So you'll be seeing the big thrift tomorrow. the next Thursday, I probably will not have a Thrifty Thursday because I need to back up a bit and use some of the stuff that is in my craft room. So anyway, thank you so much for joining, and I hope you have a very blessed crafty day. Bye-bye.